This is Madison Evetts for SLP 514, the Bolus trials. This is my volunteer Connor. He's the one that I did the motor speech exam on. So let's get started. We are just going to examine the lips, tongue, hard palate, soft palate, facial arches, and the sulci and dentition just one more time. I know we've already established that this is normal in our motor speech exam, but we're just going to check and see one more time, and everything looks to be normal. And we've already examined the oral function and the laryngeal function in our motor speech exam, so we're going to get started with the liquid trials. I'm just pouring just a half a teaspoon in this cup. Alright, so I'm going to place my fingers on your neck, and I want you to drink this, but don't swallow yet. And go ahead and swallow for me. Alright, good. Now we're going to do it 2 more times. Can you say ah? That's just to check for gurgly or wet voice. Alright, one more time. Don't swallow until I say swallow. And swallow. Good. Swallow. And say ah. Awesome. Your oral transit was about 1 second, so that's good. We're going to keep going. Now we're going to go up to 1 teaspoon. Swallow. Say ah. Awesome. And now we're going to go up to a cup drink. Swallow. Say ah. Awesome. And then now this is your regular drink, so just like you would normally drink anything. Swallow. Say ah. Awesome. Alright, so that looks good. So now we are going to do the same thing, but with a straw. I'm gonna pour some in there. A little bit. I'm gonna pour a little bit more so that way it'll get the straw. Alright, so what I want you to do is I want you to take a drink, and I'm gonna pinch the straw to cut off the flow. So whenever you're ready. Alright, and swallow. Say ah. Awesome. Now we're going to do a regular straw drink. So just go ahead. Swallow. Say ah. Awesome. And now can you do 2 in a row?
Just straight swallow?
Don't. Yes. Good. Say ah. Awesome. Alright, now we're going to go into the pureed. And we are going to do a half a teaspoon of applesauce. Alright, so I'm going to... And swallow. Good. Can you stick your tongue out for me? We're just looking for residue left behind. Can you open it a little bit wider? Good, no residue. And then now we're going to go up to 1 teaspoon. And swallow. Awesome. And stick your tongue out. Again, no residue. Good job. And now we're going to go up to a self-regulated amount, so I'm going to have you just take as much as you want. And swallow. And stick your tongue out for me. Where'd my flashlight go? There it is. And no residue, so that's good. All right. And now we're going to go on to our mechanical soft. So we are going to get half a teaspoon of rice. Yeah, you can take a drink. All right, so we're going to do half a teaspoon of rice. And swallow. Good, now stick your tongue out. And no residue. Can you lift your tongue up for me? Awesome. And now we're going to go up to 1 teaspoon. And just swallow whenever you're ready. Good. Stick your tongue out. No residue. Can you lift your tongue up? Awesome. And then now just take a normal bite. Good. And stick your tongue out. And lift your tongue up. And a small amount of residue on the back of the tongue, but that's normal. Go ahead and take a sip and wash that down. All right, now we're gonna do our regular food. So we're gonna do a half a teaspoon of cracker, if it doesn't crumble up on us like that. And we see that he has a circular rotary chew, which is the most mature chew, so that's good. Just swallow whenever you're ready. Awesome, stick your tongue out. And there is a little bit of residue on the left side of the tongue. And that seems to be the only spot. So go ahead and take a drink and wash the rest of that down. And now we're gonna do about 1 teaspoon of the cracker. And what I'm doing under your chin is I'm just feeling your hyoid bone go up and down as you swallow. And stick your tongue out for me. And there's a little bit of residue again on the right side of the tongue. And lift it up for me. Back down. Can you open your mouth a little wider? Alright, and we see a little bit of residue on the side of the cheek. And on that side of the cheek as well. Alright, now we're going to try it one more time with a regular, self-regulated amount. Good, we still have the rotary chew. Your oral prep time is good with all of this. Alright, and go ahead and stick your tongue out. Alright, we have lots of residue with the self-regulated amount. Do you ever have trouble with things getting stuck in your throat?
Occasionally.
Occasionally, but just like the normal, nothing like
Nothing consistently.
concerning. Yeah.
No.
Any problem chewing things?
Not necessarily.
Alright, anything ever come back up on you? Like reflux or throw up or anything like that?
No.
Alright, are there any questions for me?
No, ma'am.
Alright, thank you so much for doing this for me. We are done.